Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Gun. They'll try to impose their will. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Takes the handoff. It's Simon. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Black. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Black. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
They boot it away. Makes the catch at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us, because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games, people run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
Gonna run it. It's Keene. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. That one's going to keep him away tonight as he just missed it.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Using his legs, it's Keen. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Black. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Might be changing the route. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Washington. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down, he'll throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw again. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Bring in the heat. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolute shank. Missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and going for it all. Brings it down on the right side. Hits the crease. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooner.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Getting set for the point after. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
To the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Brings it in down the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, and why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The sure hands, it's Washington. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Sooners want to move quickly. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Just taking me, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. 29 Philly. The hand to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Snagged out of the air. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. Caught near the sideline. It's Keene. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Might be calling a hot route. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Stands in and takes the hit. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No huddle here for the offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move, it's Keene. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the move. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds a man by himself. Smashes through the tackle. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like that.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And it's no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about himself.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bray. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
On the run, it's Bray. Breaks into the open. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Here on third down. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Going for 6. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll run it to the right. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Throwing right. Got him downfield. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Got his man to the left. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Simon. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Caught behind the line. It's Simon. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Makes a grab for a big play. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Quarterback making adjustments. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense not showing press coverage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He turns it loose to the left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
At the 40, there he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Black. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Working that left side now. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Gets the back moving. Throws it back. Grab near the marker. It's Simon. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. You got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down? Nope.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting.
Got some room to run. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. There he goes. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Extending the play. He'll pull it. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And the field goal unit is going to give it another try. The old college try. Just keep kicking. Surely one will go in.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, going to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. On the run, it's Simon. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Trying to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Longhorns are in the hurry up. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lockett. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. It looks the Longhorns will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.